It was stupid because I was holding down the auto target button, but it wasn't actually targeting any enemies. That's by far the best combo I've ever gotten, actually.
That's the
Almost
last of
2,000
the
opals out of
thrills,
that.
Possum.
I didn't think it was possible, honestly.
Let's go.
I thought like maybe mid 1800 or something was the max.
Look out, Genonetties!
Let me at him. Not too far to the old barracks now.
that little orange dinosaur? You're not one of them, are you? No, you're too small and fuzzy. Say, I've got some Google juice. Do you want some? You don't know golden one. Tell you what, I do have something in my life. I found them out picking up some Google berries. You can have it.
Just got. G'day. Bye, son. G'day, Toy.
Hello, Toy.
See you, bud.
I swear he used to say that Aussie 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 thing a lot more when they first did the port. Like after almost everything you do, he would go Aussie 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 oi oi oi. Hopefully the audio is balanced better now since I fixed the stuff in between the run. Put the mic up and the game down.
See ya, bud.
The amount of turbos I just got is insane. Yeah, I landed that perfectly. Alright. I was just about to say, if nothing else, this run will show what like the absolute best time you could get for this first set of missions is. This is not a whole lot. There's like pretty much nothing that went bad here. So sub 25 patch is probably not possible, not realistically. Like mid 25. Careful here. Oh, wait, you've got to be... What? Oh, that's good actually. I did not know that he respawns mid-phase. That's not as bad as I thought it would have been, but it's still really bad. I will take that. Only 6 seconds. That would have been a gold, possibly. I shouldn't have said anything about best time possible for that. Jinxed it. So I feel like riding this rail might be slower.
Hello.
G'day, son. Bye, son. What? Bye-bye. G'day, Ty.
Hello there, Ty.
Greetings, Thai unit.
That sounds really awesome. How much is it? Also not entirely sure what that abbreviation fully means. Like, every single letter.
Ah, my fuzzy orange friend returned. I think I'm all out of
Okay,
Google
I was
juice.
thinking possibly
Not
ultra
good.
widescreen.
You don't think they want my Google juice, do you? I won't
That's
let
a
them
really
take
good
it
sale,
from me.
though.
No way. I'll hide it real good, just as soon as I find it. Speaking of finding things, I found these. I know you like
What do you
them,
have right now?
so they're all yours.
Ooh.
That was you.
Oh, Steve stopped talking earlier and I thought I was just about to go type ooh. There we go. I hope I'm not an idiot and like people don't actually say like oh or something dumb with that. They better be ooh.
See you, bud.
That was interesting. The menu on the map on the pause menu shows the shortcut, not the mini map one. Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy. Boy, boy, boy. Oh no. Don't. Do not get run over. Good. That turbo saved me there. Like, I absolutely would have been probably run over otherwise. no idea you can shrink the turtles. It's actually kind of good to know, like, if they stay like that. It'd be useful in the last race. Because they tend to get in the way pretty easily. But on the other races, I want the turtles to stay there because the enemies run into them. Probably not a gold, but it might be close. Okay. Just because I went pretty smooth as far as races go. And now Kingdom Capers again. So now I really only have time to finish a run if it's actually worth doing. So this is going to be the first test of that.
Boy, have I got some stories to tell. The things I've seen and the stuff I've done. It'd fill a book, it would. 2 even. Maybe 3 if you use big print. There was this time when this thing happened in this place I was at. Oh boy, was that ever an adventure. This person, I forgot their name, they had something they had to do something to. And I had another thing that someone else had to do stuff with. They sure were wild times. I like you, kid. Here, have these things I got from that person in my story.
I had to mute for a little bit there, but probably good, so I could focus. So there's a little bit of dumb stuff that happened here, but like, this is finally the good Canopy Capers I've been waiting for. As long as I just play a little careful here. You don't fall again. Okay, here we go. There we go, 33 seconds. That's what I was expecting to see. So I had that small fall, but that was pretty short compared to anything that could have happened. Back up. Thank you. Are you kidding me? Just turn the car. That in itself just probably wasted like half the time saved from that. That was stupid. Whatever. I got the gold. I wanted to see what that gold segment would be. Okay, I've been considering just like actually riding down the actual road there to be safe. I didn't think it was worth it, but for how often I keep getting knocked on the side there, I think it is worth it. I just almost trucked in my Mountain Dew.
It's got very little.
That was really close to like coughing into the mic and probably destroying all of your ears.
Like jokes? I do. Almost as much as I love Google juice. Someone told me this one during a hailstorm under a rusty tin roof.
Don't drink and
It
speak
was
game.
loud and I couldn't hear very well, but it sounded something like this. Blah 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 chicken, blah 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 bicycle, blah 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 blah. Excuse me, blah 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 huge redback spider. And I said blah blah blah, close the blah blah down the door. That cracks me up every time. Here, have some opals.
Ha ha ha, funny joke. And then suddenly, here, have some opals. Okay, so I didn't get past this earlier. I'm gonna get this now for health. Just so I don't have to deal with dying in the end. Too. Let me see if I can get this guy over here. Come on, follow me. That's good. A little bit closer. That's probably, yeah. Alright. I thought that was too far. Gotta be really careful here. I have hits I can take, but I don't want to have to use them. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'll take a little bit of loss here. It's fine. Come on. Where's the exit? That is absolute bullshit, but whatever.
Roger that. Keep an eye on the field, sir. Keep an eye on the field, sir.
button things here. I still didn't look into that yet. I don't know if I'm gonna bother. It's like, if I get it, it'd be nice. But like, I haven't gotten it in a while. I might give like just 2 attempts and then I'll walk up to it. I don't want to lose these 15 seconds if I can help it. I'm gonna start looking for more areas like that that I can just jump right over. And cutting corners like that. Oh my god. What? You have to be kidding me right now. So much for the 15 seconds again. I think I'll still try the button thing once or twice, just to recover from that. It's fine. That's the time that it would have taken to wait on that cycle to come down anyways. Actually, where am I going? Here. I guess that was a little bit slow just because they let him jump at me that last hit. I wasn't really paying attention. Responding to something on Discord in between phases.
Hi. Get up. That saves me getting one for your birthday. Bye, son.
Hello, Ty.
Bye bye.
Boy, boy. I know I'm fine on opals now, since I now know that you only need 4,500 going to Sly, so that's not a problem. I could probably skip the red opal bag in the canopy level, knowing that. It's not really slow to get it, but I always get it just in case. Nice accent there.
Good day, young toy.
Hey, Ty.
Hey, hey, Ty. So for this run to be the 258, I need to save like pretty much all of the remaining time left and not lose anything, which probably isn't going to happen. I will take a 259 instead, hopefully. Only need to save like another 30 seconds maybe. So realistically I can lose up to another minute, I think, and still get like a mid 259. I think after this run I'm definitely going to spend some time looking at all the areas, because there's still a couple small things that I think are faster that I haven't been able to try. Because they do it changing the order of how I do a couple missions. Nothing major, but enough to maybe scrape another like 20 to 30 seconds out of this. For free, just from routing. I'm also going to look at the other categories of the game too. I'm going to do some all missions, maybe 80%. Even learn Steve %, because that's totally a legitimate category. Literally just talk to Steve 10 times and then you're done.
Wakamomo, wakamomo. Yep, I'm doing my wakamomo dance. You know why they call it that? Because I say wakamomo while I dance. Except I can't dance or sing. Something smells in here. I think it's you. You should go now. And take these with you.
You should go now. It's pretty rude of him,
Hey,
honestly.
bro. Catch it, bro.
I need to remember to split as I get this orb. Okay, there we go. That 6 seconds was from not being bad at climbing that tower. Oh yeah, so that's another thing too, that even though I have a minute and 42 here, that only includes segments that like already have gold on them. Like if I get another gold on something, that would be more than what the total possible time save is showing. So if I keep doing what I'm doing and continue to get golds, then I'll be in better shape to possibly still have 258. Because I know I was probably another 15, maybe 20 seconds on the final area. Just from optimizing movement a bit better. Alternatively, even if I don't necessarily gold things, that at least means that I have 15-20 seconds to spare before it ends up being time loss. It would just be at the cost of it not golding. I'm sure everyone here probably knows all that logic, I'm just saying it out loud anyways, just cause. Interesting to share the mentality of how you approach these things. Drop the sheep. Pick up the sheep. So there's really no specific order I do the sheep in here. There's only 2 of them that change position over time, and it's the 2 on the wraps that are both very close to the start anyways. So I just get those 2 first, and then the others, it doesn't matter at all what order. So you go back to the middle every time anyways. So really it's just trying to lower the helicopter just enough to pick up the sheeps, and not like hover over them for any dumb amount of time. The controls for the helicopter, just holding X raises it, letting go of X drops it. So I'm like gently letting go of it, so that way it lowers a little bit but still keeps the speed up. Like that. It's perfect height to pick it up. Absolutely. Gotta optimize the sheeps. Nier got out of his cage, have to get him back.
On your 6.
That was really bad. I don't keep him in a cage. He's in timeout for doing too many puzzles. I didn't realize I had 27 seconds on the volcano here. That's kind of good actually. Because I don't expect it to go badly. Volcano's been pretty consistent. So there should be a free 27 seconds right there. We do get to swim in the lava. I missed. Come on, hit it. Okay, so maybe it'll be 20 seconds instead of 27, because that took a dumb amount of time. Gotta be careful here. Give this an extra swing to be safe. And of course, well, I can jump back up here, but still. think that's one of the only things left I can actually do to really get some time save here is moving more than one platform at a time. It's kind of risky because I don't like having to time it multiple things at a time, but it's definitely faster. I could actually probably continue to move the platforms from there without resetting them, but I haven't tried it. Sorry if my sniffling is terrible on the mic. Probably is. You sure about that? I don't like the placement of that, but it should be fine. It's kind of a running joke with one of my friends. Him and his dad sniffle a lot, and they would just aggressively sniff at each other. Okay, I was worried about that jump, but we're good. I don't like this one either, but... Okay, good. I really like my movement in this section. It's really satisfying. Taking that from a distance. And this whole section here. Okay, swing back over, get the Bilby here. If I can get the Bilby. That'd be nice. I shouldn't brag about these things. It's just really satisfying when it does work. You can get the Bilby as you're falling, and then hit the switch, and then by the time you land, the thing's already on its way up. Yeah, that's the first time I've actually messed that up in the, what, 5 runs I've done or something like that. I need to scratch my head. There we go. I've had that a couple times earlier. It usually ends up being okay because I'm like driving at the time, but...
wasn't me. I didn't do it. The Google juice was drunk when I got here. Hey, it's you again. You little orange furry dinosaur thingy. Guess what? They can look all they want. but they won't
I
find
really
you.
appreciate how
No
intense
way.
that camera zoom in is.
Say,
It
you know
zooms
I
in
can
close
just
on his
give you
face
one
and he shakes his
stuff
head.
to
Guess
make
what?
value, but I got news for you, pal. I ain't got anything to give. Nothing. Nada. Tip. Except for these. These are for you.
Steve's a very intense person. Why is the back of my head itchy again? This is detrimental to the speedrun. Okay, we're good. I didn't swim quite far enough, but we're good. Okay, that's good. What am I losing time from here? It's kind of surprising, actually. It's not like a lot, but... Yeah, what did I lose 17 seconds to there? I'm very confused, actually. What did that boomerang just do? The driving to get there was fine. The first area, I mean, it was kind of sloppy. I had to jump back up, but that definitely was not 17 seconds. Oh, actually, getting the Bilby. That Bilby thing probably cost like 10 seconds. Forgot about that. Depending on how this driving is and everything, this might be a gold. Because this is a segment that I reset because it didn't include getting those 2 items there. So this gold is just the time that I got in the run last night. So if last night was kind of slow, then this will be a pretty free, probably like 10 to 15 seconds maybe. I think the submission itself was fine. Oh, actually, I remember that I wasn't actually like moving this thing for like a second or two yesterday. So, I mean, that might help a little bit. Well, I mean, if they weren't trapping Rex down here, I wouldn't have to get them. I wouldn't have to kill them. They're making me do this. blame the developers. They're Australian anyways. They respect wildlife. They would only be doing this if it was necessary.
All this treasure, and I can't do a thing with it.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I expected, that there'd be a gold from that. Fish are friends, not food. Okay, well I'm officially on sub 3 pace. So that's cool. So even if I don't save any time from here on out, as long as it balances out, it'll be sub 3. But hopefully the rest of this minute and 14 here is good and easy. And maybe a couple more golds. Even if I gold everything by like half a second, that's still an extra like 20 seconds by the end of the run. We'll see. It's not really a whole lot of anything that can actually go majorly wrong for the next little bit, other than the 2 races, race 4 and 5. Eventually I will figure out the optimal order to grab these in. I think it's this though. There's at least one of the missions where I noticed that getting that top left one first was best. Okay, so this isn't the best, but it's not terrible either. Okay, yeah, that's fine, actually.
Pick up all the pipes.
Because now this ends up dropping right where the last piece is. Get this shark out of here. I was way off again. Eventually, one of these days I'll swim to the right spot.
See you, bud.
Okay, this is gonna decide a lot here. If this race fails, then we're in trouble. But sorry about the mic there. Oh, believe me, I'll try not to. This is good so far. First, we can shrink him if it actually catches up. Yes. Maybe I can squish him too. Yes. So he's probably done for the race then. And this guy, getting a turbo cheater. See, I notice how like half the racers decided to follow me there in that shortcut, and they don't normally shield. Okay. I actually use that as an offensive item just because I know that if an enemy hits you with the shield, they spin out. I was gonna save it, but I wanted to hit that guy. Okay, this is looking pretty good. Okay, we're good. Got it. That was a gold, okay. I guess that race has always gone kind of bad. So the sad thing is that eventually I'll stop getting golds every other split. As of now, I'm just not even really like improving much. It's just all like the really good things that can happen on splits take a couple tries. So over the course of 5 runs, they all progressively get better. Okay, this training is easy, because you're in the suit, so I'm not worried about this. Nice if the fire stopped. There we go. This is actually really good. End up right at the entrance here. That's awesome, actually. That was not intended, but I might try to do that in the future more. Try to like position myself so that way I end at the front, so there's less walking after. So these are like the micro optimizations that you only realize after you do a category a bunch. Because I never would have like gone on my way to think about that unless it just happened to happen like that. This probably won't gold, just because I've kind of done this area perfectly at this point. So I'm guessing I'll probably lose a couple seconds, or maybe gold. If I do gold, it would only be like a second or two. Hitting these boxes right might save some time because I've been pretty sloppy at it. That was really smooth. That roof jumping there. I've never noticed a noble bag up there. I assume if you just keep riding that thing, it'll probably bring you to it. Oh my god. That's dumb. Oh wow, those guys take 3 hits to kill. Wow. This is gonna be close. Okay, good. So you can see why 258 is like the ultimate goal, because like even with all this time saved, 258 is still not really in reach yet. So that's like the perfect run for me. You're gonna munch, you're gonna crunch. I'll take the 100 opals, sure. Don't need them, but... Where's the last box? There it is. Yeah, this is either gonna save a couple seconds or lose a couple seconds. I don't think it's gonna be anything significant. I should just start to trust myself a little more with that, but... Oh, alright. I will take 15 seconds, sure. That still felt like slightly sloppy, too. Having to jump around to get that cog again. The camera's always weird when I get out of the truck here. also one up here I can get now. You don't need to, but I find it slightly less awkward to get it then and not have to deal with it when I go up there. If I haven't said it yet, I hate spiders. This jump is not meant to be done. You're supposed to activate a switch behind the crocodile thing there, and activate a platform you can jump up there on. Oh, I totally missed. Oh my god. What is this auto-targeting? I always end up with like low health when I get to this point. I don't like it.
Hey, I'm bad. See, I thought you was one of them, but they tend to be purple. I have to line up on the Google juice. So, what brings you?
Steve's a Goo Goo Juice alcoholic.
I'm avoiding them. They
Goo Goo holic.
won't find me. No way. I think they might be attracted to orange rat smell. Listen, if I give you these, will you go away?
It's actually pretty good. They're all like kind of going in on their own almost. God, I say that, but boomerangs aren't like actually hitting them. This one's still over here, just doing nothing. I think that was still pretty good. Where's the thing? There. Well, this is gonna lose some time here, but yeah, it is sub 3 pace. Yeah, I can already tell it's gonna take. I might lose like 20 seconds out of this. Because it takes a little bit to walk back to the start. And I always get stuck in this cycle here. Sub 3 should be pretty safe and easy to get here. But ultimately I want a 158 and 258. So I still have a bit of work left before I get that. It's gonna be like 30 seconds, wow. I didn't think it was that bad, like. That's really dumb. I'm very bad at like estimating time loss and time gain in this game, apparently. Honestly, I've got like 32 seconds worth of golds in this run, so like, compared to some of the best, there's still a lot left I can get. Oh yeah, this will be if this, if I don't fail this, which I shouldn't, this should be like a free 30 seconds. Where's my health at, though? I just need to be really careful not to get hit by the ninjas. This is actually really good so far. I've been hitting them really quickly. That was a... wow. Okay. We're right back to being a minute and 50 ahead. Yeah, that was really, really good, that mission. They all were in really good positions to hit quickly. I have maybe 10 seconds I can gold on this, just from one specific thing that was really slow last time. Other than that, the split is pretty solid, I think. This is one of the few areas that I've been like consistently good at. This is one of the areas that has some slight routing ideas that I want to try out. Because I feel like I'm doing a lot of this on this pass here when I could be doing it on the backtrack after. And it might be faster. The thing with the crocodile mission, like picking them up, it's not like a difficult mission. It's notice if you're slightly off by even a tiny little bit, that's enough to miss grabbing him. So if my timing is off by like a little bit, that's enough to cost like 30 seconds in the end. Oh, crocodile thing. Kind of drawing a blank of what you mean by other crocodile thing then. Oh, I see. Oh, the one in the wetlands. Hitting the elements to the gate though. Okay. Yeah, last one was pretty good. That's a good point. I didn't realize just how slow that was compared to the last one. It still felt like it was probably similar. Oh my god, why does my jump always get dropped there? This is a problem, because like I'm down to one hit. This is risky, this is risky, this is risky. Why did it have to tell me I lost? I know that. I'm really, really annoyed at that, because that's easily 30 seconds. If not more. And that angle was not right, I could tell. Oh, what is this jumping? This is the thing that I mentioned might have some time saved from. Doing this jump to get up to the cog. There we go, okay, that's pretty good actually. Usually it takes me like 4 or 5 times of trying that. Still need to hit the switch though. Don't even. Okay, good. That was really close the way that was spinning.
This is my secret place. Only Steven Sorensen knows the Goobu chant can be here.
Goobu 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 go.
Chaka
Chaka waka waka wo. Stick a finger in your ear. And shout out Goobu loud and clear.
I guess you know the chant now. Well, you can stay. Just be quiet, okay? And don't tell anyone I gave you these.
Like he said, only people who know that chant can get in, so I had to repeat it. And to prove my worth. Beetle was kind of slow last time, actually. I hit a lot of items on the way. It slowed me down. So if this goes good, might be a little bit of free time saved from that. feel like jumping over and over might actually be faster. I don't know if it looks the same, if you guys can tell, but like it looks like he definitely speeds up as he's jumping. I feel like worst case it might just be the same speed in the end. Certainly doesn't seem slower. Yep. It does that. The back-facing camera is really, really dumb. What do you mean on PC first time you did it, or because it's only on PC where the camera actually faces this way? On the original console it wasn't. They received enough complaints online about this being the worst mission, and fixed that. That is weird. Did you fail and then try again and then it worked, or was it not until like a patch? Oh my god. Okay, if I actually trust myself with these jumps, I could save some time from that, instead of having to hit them. I wonder if these crates will be red again. It's weird they were last time. Okay, they're not. Oh, actually, there should be some time save here, actually, because I did a death abuse here last night. When I went into the fire area, I had 1 hit left and I didn't trust myself to not get an input eaten. So I just death abused instead, so I wouldn't die immediately. It was a quick death, but it was still a death. That went really good, actually. I also got hit a bunch by them, I think. Gonna wait on this. Scary for a second, but oh, almost fell in the lava. Okay, so I think we're good in here. Tell I made it through here quick on a good cycle. This thing right here is really low. Actually, I need the warp ring when I get back out there. is something I want to try casually at one point. That switch air makes these platforms explode when you jump on them. I don't know if like you can just jump over it and it's not a problem, or if maybe like the orb doesn't show up if you don't. I'm worried there might still be time loss here. It just doesn't seem like I'll be able to. I'm gonna be finishing the split in the next minute and a half. Okay, I'm annoyed. I thought that this would balance out to be kind of okay. But this is going to lose, like... I don't even know. I might lose, like, literally, like, 40 seconds or something, maybe even more. I'm just gonna trust myself. Okay, 22. That's not like the worst thing ever, but it's annoying. I forgot how close the entrance of the level is to that last spy. I don't like that this is still, like, couldn't possibly not be sub 3. It'll be close. There's only 41 seconds left. It's probably a 20-second gold if I do the Outback Oasis really well. have some time save on this one just from doing it in this order. Because I didn't last time and it was a bit slow. I will still take that. That was honestly probably more just because I paused and checked the totals for the last level. So it was about the same speed then. I got the good double hit strat on Fluffy last night. I'm gonna try and do it again here. Seems to be pretty consistent how she jumps around as long as I do the same thing. Yes. Get out of here. Getting a workout. Oh no. Ooh, this is scary. Okay, I'm good. That angle I jumped at was very not good. So I need her to follow me up here. Need to hit her here. Okay, that's good. I need her to jump here again. Good, double hit. She's gonna jump back up, triple hit. And finish. There we go. That's good. That's honestly about as perfect as that fight can probably go. What's the camera doing? There we go. There's definitely a faster way of routing this area. I just haven't quite figured it out yet. It's one of the things I'll be looking into. This is something new I'm gonna try, kinda sorta. The approach was, I did this last night, but it wasn't quite as good. Because I went up and grabbed this booby first, and I could grab it now. Then I also fell here. Okay, good. A little bit of time save here though. Just for not falling there. Not even 180, 160. Wow. Get the Mega Ring.
G'day, son. Bye, son.
This cycle is like pretty good. No, it doesn't need to be though. The Warp Ring is good range, so I'm able to double jump and glide over to the hook. It's actually honestly faster because you don't have to wait for the climb up animation. So one of the route ideas is this mission brings me out like right next to race number 5. This is coming from Julius. Later on there's a mission that brings me back to Julius. So it would make more sense to do the other escort that brings me to a different spot here. And then do this one when I get back to Julius. If that makes any sense. It's another one of those things you can visualize in my head, but it'd be a small difference, but still a difference. Oh my god. That turn is so deadly. If we're using mission names, Big Bang brings me out to right next to race number 5. Plutonium Panic brings me back to Julius. And then Need a Spare is from the Blizzard guys that do the tutorial. It would be better to do the Need a Spare now. And then do Big Bang after I do Plutonium, since I'm already right next to Julius anyways. We're talking like maybe 4 or 5 seconds of walking is the only difference really, but it does seems to me like it would be faster. Okay, 39 seconds, that's more than I was expecting that little change to save me, but I'll take it without complaint. Oh, this is the last thing that can really kind of go bad,
See ya,
possibly.
bud.
Very nervous. That's fine. Is that Goo Goo Steve? I actually didn't even realize he was a racer. Doesn't surprise me. Pretty much every character in the game is here, but... Oi, oi, oi. Sorry, Goo Goo Steve. that could have been a lot worse. I mean, that was probably like the most unoptimal time to use that shield, but it's over, I did. Oh, what? That was really cool looking. I don't care if it was a bad hit. It looked cool. It was a perfect landing. I'm worried though. I don't like being not ahead of this by this point. My heart was racing. Shield. Good, good, okay. Oh, that was scary. My heart is racing so fast right now. That race is gonna haunt my nightmares for the rest of my life. Why is this guy so hard to hit? It always takes me like 4 hits. The auto-targeting is bad. Wrong one. I thought it was the left one that has them. No, I just like mashing buttons. The doors were only there originally because they were loading areas on the console version. But loads are so fast now that they basically don't even need to be there. Kinda like if you watch like Spyro Runners, they tend to mash flame even when they don't really need to when they're gliding. It's just an extra button to press. I don't really do that in Spyro, but I do it here. Hi, Wally. No, you can never be pressing enough buttons. Yeah, this is not quite like the perfect run pace that I want, but it's good enough. I wasn't expecting to get 258 the first try for it, really. I will take the sub 3. This is already record anyways, so can't complain too much. This bird, I failed one of those parts the other day. It's easy, but just the way the boomerangs auto-target sometimes. Maybe hit the wrong one. Red, yellow, green, blue it should be. Blue, green. There should be pink, pink, green, yellow, red. I don't trust myself enough to actually, yeah, it is always the same. I don't trust myself enough to not wait for him first. Also, I've never actually tried. I don't know if it would even, like, let you do it before it starts singing already. Well, more specifically, the pattern's always the same, but the way they're actually lined up in a row is not the same.
I'm trying to keep a low profile.
It just gives you opals just because it's a mission, so like, yeah, if you select the training missions on the map, those are not actually missions that get listed. One of them is. The one that you do at the very last thing you do in the run, that's a mission, but the other ones are just like hidden things on the map. There's like 44 missions total on the counter. I think the game only actually tells you to do like 40. So the training missions and that, for example, are like hidden missions. So they still count, but the game never explicitly tells you to do it. It is in a slightly different way. Usually I swim underwater to get those photos now, but I'm gonna do it after I get the spy. Because I think it'll put me closer to the door at a better time. Jump under, grab these. Go over here. And now head into Dennis. Yeah, that feels like that was probably faster. Nitro, I don't remember if you were here last night for this part specifically, when I actually did this new route thing a bit better. It still feels a bit slow, but it was definitely faster in the end. Just not as fast as I would have hoped it was. Okay, so the idea is instead of riding that zipline thing, I'm just going to do this now. Basically just continue the area as normal. Ride the zipline back when I'm at the very end. And there's a slight backtrack because there's still the cog that's on a timer when you hit the button. So it's still a bit slow because you still have to swim back after doing that, but... But it's definitely faster. And Dennis finishes his little thing, like, right when you reach the actual, like, the very end of this area. So the timing works out pretty nice. It's a bit weird how the spies get seen, because like I was pretty close to this area a bit ago, and it didn't do it for that spy, but sometimes it does. Okay, that was a really shaky jump. I was worried I was gonna miss. I'm so used to just defaulting back to the infraring when I don't know what to do. I should just Stay with the warp ring there. I know I'm gonna need it in a second though. Oh my god, get up there. Alright, thanks for stopping by anyways, Wally. Thank you. So one thing that is also slow about this that I don't like is that I do have to do this. And the only way that this is not going to be slow is if this cog is like the last thing you do in the level. And there's basically no scenario where that happens. So I always have to take this really slow walk back up to the zipline. Originally we would just do this while waiting on Dennis to get up here. That's how I used to do it. But I figure riding the zipline to that first cog is faster than walking down there normally. I'm always worried I'm gonna miss when I try to jump on like that. At least this you can swim back from. Not that it's really far, but it's still faster than walking. This might be pretty close to maybe another gold, but it'll be really close because this went pretty perfectly last night. Yeah, this might save like 5 seconds or something. That's about it. Or lose a couple. Or tie. Okay, that was perfectly tied. That's pretty funny. So, at least I know there's no, like, major golds left to get and never know. Because there's not really anything that I did bad there. That went good. The top banana. I had a feeling that would probably gold, because that was all of the ninja missions have been really smooth this run. Now we get boring driving. The driving is boring, but the music's great. Except for that. This is why I tried to hit this guy a bit ago. Those things are ridiculous sometimes with how fast they shoot those mines. If you get trapped behind one. Yeah, like that. Almost like half my health is gone now. Nitroff, if you're still here, can you do the math for me? In a theoretical scenario where I saved all of the next 35 seconds I have left, would that be enough for a 258? I think it might just barely. Might bring it to like a 258, like 40 or something. Okay. That's doable, honestly. Like, I feel like I would definitely like to be more of like a mid 258 is definitely doable, but I would take like a high 258 and I'd be happy with that. So I can realistically lose, or like not save like 25 of the remaining time left and still be fine. And that doesn't include that I'm probably going to gold out back if it goes right. So what I was trying to describe earlier is, I think it'd be better to do this mission instead of Big Bang a couple splits ago. Oh my god. This driving is terrible. Just because when I finished that last mission it brought me right back to Julius, and Big Bang starts with Julius. It would just save from having to walk out of the way to talk to the lizard guy to start this one. The difference is, or the main difference is where it ends up putting you on the map. Doing Need a Spare first brings me further away from race 5. So I'd have to do a bit more driving to get to the race number 5. But at the same time, if I were to do Plutonium, if I was to do Big Bang second, it would bring me a lot closer to Truck Stop than I am right now. So the time it would balance out and do the same thing. Awesome, nice. There's gonna be some free time save from not hitting the wall there. I think I've only made that jump twice. I don't know if I think it's just a specific angle, because there's no speed really. Like I'm holding down to max speed the whole time there. It's just barely doable. But yeah, the idea is if I did Big Bang, it would spit me out here, and I would start driving here to get to Truck Stop. Because I've thought about it in many ways, there's no avoiding this portion here. You have to just drive down this twice. There's no avoiding it, based on where the missions are. It would make it possible that it might be faster to enter this mission from the other side, because you can. And you would end up doing race 6 and 7 first. But then you'd have to backtrack across that path to get over to Outback Oasis. It definitely would not be better. Also, last night I tried to kill those things with the Warp Rain first, and it seemed like it was almost the same speed, but it seemed like it was slightly slower. So I'm just gonna not do it this time. What I want to try at some point, casually, is see if I can just outrun them when I'm carrying the thing. Because if so, that would be pretty good. Or maybe not even to say outrun them, but like as long as I can keep carrying the thing even if they do hit me. Hips don't exist. That's absolutely ridiculous to imagine that this robot thing is able to lift a boulder that big, and then the second he drops it, it just shatters like glass, breaking my immersion. This might gold. Just because of that jump. Cool. That's pretty nice. An extra 7 seconds.
You see ya, bud.
That doesn't look like it's spelled right, styrofoam. But like, I don't know how else you would spell it. It feels like there's supposed to be like a PH in there, but that doesn't sound right. Apparently if you're shrunk you can't get items because you're too short. Oi, oi. It would be pretty funny if it was. It'd be annoying, but... Awesome, shield. Ooh, man, I got the zipline here. This was a solid race. I'm wondering how that could have gone faster, because that was already pretty good. I can't see. Thank you. The camera did not adjust the way it normally would there. Pick up the boulder. I don't like how the hitbox on those things is weird sometimes. You have to hit it at a right angle. Somebody help me. But yeah, if Ty just listened and did what I told him, it wouldn't be a problem. But he doesn't. He's a stubborn Tasmanian tiger. He doesn't like going fast. Okay, well, I'm on 258 pace now, so that's good. I don't like the fact that it's just barely, but it's good. Considering this is with like 20 seconds of time loss and sulfur
See ya, bud.
and other small mistakes. Wow. So one of the enemies literally got the slowdown thing on like the first item in the race. That's insane in the RNG. god, there's a lot of items hitting me. I don't think any of the computers ever follow that shortcut. $36.40 for that lap, that's good. Who needs Mario Kart Wii when you have tie racing? Turtle is in such an annoying spot. Another slowdown. Oh, it's Firefight, the mission that I always forget exists. Alright, this also has a bit of a gold left in it as well. Just because I did it in definitely the optimal order last night, but the helicopter didn't fill up with water one of the times, so I had to backtrack and do that. So I'm gonna make sure to do that right this time.
Look at that fire!
Okay, this is going good.
Just a few more fires to douse.
As long as this thing actually fills up with water. Okay, good. And that's fine. Yeah, alright, I thought so. That good gold in it. That's probably an borderline unbeatable gold. So this is now, let's see. This 258.35, I think, is the pace. Might be 45. I can realistically gold this by probably 10 to 15 seconds. Final mission, probably not, but the final mission does have 6 seconds in it. Yes, math power. Quick maths. I was watching a little bit of the Zoda's run, and there's definitely a bit of a faster way he does some parts of this level, but I don't know them enough yet, and I'm definitely not risking doing that here mid-run for the first time. But if something, I'll try and practice at some point. Can't see. None of these robots have hips. If I don't fall off here like an idiot, that'd be nice. Good. Good. Okay. Foot torso ratio. Just like the size of his foot compared to his torso. Yeah, that's a bit weird, actually. I'm probably not gonna make this. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, I'm gonna do this now. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. That was the time save that was supposed to happen in this split. I'm gonna play it safe and just wait here for it to move again. Okay, that's still better than doing nothing, but that was like the only thing in the level I think that I had that would be free time save. Actually, no, I got hit a couple times down here as well. This whole area was sloppy. It's just hard to remember when you do like runs 5 days in a row. It's really hard to remember which one is which. Okay, that's one thing he did that I was able to do here. I used to hit that switch from further up, and I always had to wait for even the first platform to show up, but that time I didn't have to wait for it. One of the other things he does is snipes a lot of these crates from high up. So you don't have to come all the way down to each of those sides and wait on the red thing to shoot you back up. No, go back up. Okay, good. That's good. Good. Okay. This is fine. Didn't have to wait on any cycles for too long. this. I don't like this. Did that hit? It hit. Awesome. I was very worried there. I usually get that crate first, not last. I didn't realize it was so close to being right next to one of the big guys. Okay, so all that's left here is Blast Steve and the training mission, which is actually something we're gonna try in there as well that Zoda did. It's just apparently instead of walking past all the skull things, you can kind of ledge grab up part of it.
It's you again, you funny little lizard guy. How did you find me? Never mind. As long as they didn't follow you. They didn't follow you, did they?
He's so paranoid.
Can't be too careful. Look what I've been collecting. I found them lying all around the place. I don't need them, so they're all yours.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I caught this cycle at a very good time. Apparently, you can also avoid activating or hitting a trigger for having those platforms do that, because normally they're all three of them are just there. But Zoda mentioned in that when he was doing part of the level that he missed the trigger, or he missed being able to skip the trigger. I haven't seen it like actually work, but that's something I'll mess around with as well. And he ledge grabbed up here. Oh, that's easy. Okay. Depending on how big this gold is, like, if this gold is more than like 20 seconds, this could legitimately be a 257. Okay, yeah, that, someone do the math for me. I think that might be just barely 257 pace. Like, by like 1 second. I don't have time to look at the timer and find out. Yeah, 257.59, and I have 6 seconds to save here. I'm going to lose my mind if there's actually 257s. Some of best is a 254. What? Yes, that is a good point. Save like half a second from jumping on the staircases. Yeah, I did that last time actually. I ended up lining up a lot better for where it should be. That's a pretty minor, easy thing to do. Just clearing all these trees. Besides, there's a lot of downtime facing the second boss anyways, so it's pretty easy to line myself up. Come on. Any day now. Yes, exactly. Okay, so that's where I need to end up at. So I'm gonna have him like walk this way and do an arc around towards the door. Okay, yeah, that's good. The camera was kind of backwards, but I knew which direction to walk at least. And that guy's destroyed. Those jumps are so satisfying, because you can just barely do it. I'm glad you pointed that out. Yeah, I didn't realize for a while that you could actually jump all the way up to the top stair. I thought you could just do the second to top. Okay, so this has been like flawless getting to the boss. Just the actual boss itself, I don't know. We'll see. He's a consistent fight, it's just I've been getting stuck in the tornado in the first phase a couple times. Okay, well I got a first hit on him pretty quickly there, wow. Oh, that's good. Okay, this is going good. Normally I have to chase him around for a while. That's like the best phase 1 possible. I've never had to go that good. Usually he flies at a really awkward angle, and I have to wait for him to turn around again to be able to hit him. The rest of this fight is consistent. As long as he jumps like he should. Come on. Any day now. Hello? That actually might cost me like a couple seconds there, that was stupid. Alright, and now from here on out he just slams. I think I was just at an awkward angle compared to him. Yeah, I was trying to adjust that so I was in front of him, but he kept walking at that angle. Ah, that's dumb. Ooh, that's scary. Hit him. I think this will 257. It's going to be a little bit close, but last phase doesn't take more than like 5 seconds. What? Oh my god.
It's over, Cass.
That is so good.
You heard the man.
I'm really proud of that. I don't know if there's anything more I want to do with this, because that was like perfect. There was small mistakes, but like... Summer Best is actually still 3 minutes away, that's actually kind of surprising. Yeah, 10 minutes from now I'm gonna look at it and say, wow, that was crap. No, I'm definitely done with grinding the runs out every day for now. I'm gonna take the time to do a casual run and try some of those route ideas. I'm gonna see how much they might actually save, and then, depending on that, might do more.
Proud to present these pebbles made of the most exquisite thunder eggs.
I've never really seen this like full final cutscene in a long time.
Tiger.
I don't have a ton of ideas, but there's enough that would justify doing a playthrough kind of more casually and thinking along each step, what can I do differently here? Just really optimizing the route. This just shows how insanely unoptimized the record was before. I'm curious to... Oh, I hope this isn't actually counting on in-game time, because I would like to see that. I didn't think about that. Okay, no, that should be fine. 256.